Where are you receiving signs and not taking aligned action? I am bringing you this soul transmission, literally coming in hot. I was just at the gym, and the past 2 days at the gym have been actually insane. And not just in a workout sense, but the downloads and the different things and the signs that are coming in. And I want to ask you, how many times have you received a sign on something and didn't move on it? And also, I want you to think back of when you've received signs and you received sign after sign after sign after sign, and then it was like brick wall. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know you're nodding your head yes, because I've had this happen too. And I just want to share with you this experience, and I want to just give you like some words of wisdom around this as well, because I feel this is a very useful conversation where it's like, okay, but is this actually a sign? Should I be following this? And sometimes it is a, let me tap into this. Not everything needs an immediate action, right? But also it's like, what is that sign? Angel numbers, cardinal, whatever. Okay. So you probably know by now I have my signature program, the Rising Phoenix. It is every piece of my like heart and soul's work. I love this program. So the Phoenix shows up for me everywhere. It shows up for my husband. It shows up for usually people in our audience are messaging me like when they see anything with a Phoenix on it. So it's just become like the international symbol of our community, if you will. And so, okay, yesterday I was at the gym and I was like I was at the end of my workout and I was having this full on download. I had 3 different things come in back to back to back. And so I opened up the notes on my phone. Actually, I did a Voxer to myself, but I typed it out and I was like, okay, what is there to do about this? And I was like, I'm just going to give this a second to breathe. And there was a lack of clarity around something. I'm giving that room to breathe because I'm not sure on like the next steps on it. There was something that came through that I was like, I am no longer available for this. And then I was like, oh, I have this question I think I need to ask, or there's something I need clarity around, but it's close. And so I kid you not, on my phone, you may or may not know this, I am a woman who loves rock. That is my choice of music. I like mostly all kinds of music aside from country. Sorry, not sorry. But rock is my choice of music. So one of my favorite bands is called I Prevail. So after I put this note on my phone, the song There's Fear in Letting Go came on. Hello, sign. There was something that I was like, I think I need to release this or at least give it room to breathe. By I Prevail. So it's like, woohoo, I'm winning. I'm like rising to the top. I can't even make this up. I look up and the girl that was coming to the machine right next to me on her forearm has the freaking most beautiful Phoenix tattoo I have seen. And it stopped me in my tracks. So before she started working out, I walked over to her and I was like, I don't mean to be weird, but can I see your tattoo? I love Phoenixes. I want to know where you got this done. And it was like so far from us. And I was like, damn, it's hard to find a tattooist that can actually do a Phoenix tattoo and represent the actual beauty of it instead of the cartoony side of it. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, sign after sign after sign. There's 3 in a row. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So afterwards, I was like, okay, I am hopping into the mentorship container that I'm in with my mentor. And I was like asking questions and getting clarity on something and just wanting to brainstorm some things that had been coming through to get some support. And the clarity that came through, also, I'm like when I sent that first message to her, it was 11:11. And I was like, and it's 11:11. Here we go. Okay. Then today I walked into, well, okay. So my husband is in the Air Force. He is a TI. So like a drill sergeant, if you're not familiar with the military, basically anyone that signs up to be in the Air Force He's one of the drill sergeants, training them through BMT, basic military training. Okay. So we have some shirts representing his squadron or representing BMT. So for whatever reason, I felt really called to wear the BMT sweatshirt. I know we're in South Texas. It's really not that cold, but it was like 40 degrees. So I was like, I'm wearing this sweatshirt. And I was like, I don't know why, but it keeps popping out to me. It's not one I typically wear, but okay, I'm going to put it on. I'm sitting in my Jeep drinking my pre-workout. I never know what traffic is going to be like as I'm driving there to the gym. And I look over and there is a cardinal in the tree. And then I'm watching it and there's a couple cardinals that are playing together. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And usually it's a loved one, but I was like, yes, it's a loved one, but I feel like there's something with this. Let me let it breathe. And then I walked into the gym and one of the employees there stopped me. She's like, are you a TI? And I was like, no, but my husband is. She's like, oh my God, my husband too. And we had talked, I don't know, like a week or so ago, but we never connected those. And then I was like, we should hang out sometime because every time we talk, we have such a great connection. And I am in the season of really finding my people here and getting a support system, but also having people to hang out with outside of, my dogs and my cats. Because my husband works a lot of hours. I'm obviously mama and I hang out with my kids, but I was like, I need some girl time. So we made that connection. And I've made a couple other friends as well here, which I'm I absolutely love. And then I'm working out and we've started creating like this gym family over the past month or so. There's definitely the same people that go all the time. And so we all say hi to each other, whatever. I was invited to lunch. Unfortunately, I'm not able to make it, or fortunately, but I'm not able to make it today. That's okay. I've got an amazing client session. So I was like, I'll make it next time, hopefully. Just let me know when the next one is and we'll try and make it work. But after that, do you remember the episode where I talked about meeting an NFL player at the gym and what it has to do with your spiritual journey? So I am getting ready to walk to the front desk to utilize the hydro massage chair or whatever in our gym. And I look up and he's standing right in front of me and he's like, hi, Kristen. And I was like, oh my gosh, hi, how are you? And he's like, I owe you an autographed picture. And I brought the wrong bag. And he's like, let me know if you're going to be here this day, next week or whatever around this time. And I was like, yes, I'll be here. And he's like, also want to have one for your son too. I already have yours. It's just in the other bag. And I was like, no worries. So we stood there and talked and I'm just laughing because I'm creating all of these experiences. I'm paying attention to the signs that are coming in. Also, 3 days ago, I think it was, I got this download that I'm literally looking at the check engine light right now in my Jeep. Oh my God. I got a download that the check engine light was going to come on. And I was like, well, it's been a while. So would it surprise me, Jeep just be doing Jeep things. And yesterday I got into my Jeep and the check engine light came on as I was driving to the gym and it made me laugh. I was like, yep, I knew it. I knew it was coming. And I texted my husband and immediately he said, did you check the gas cap? Well, this is not the first time I've done this. And that's exactly what it is. It's still on right now. It's got to do its thing to get back to normal and be like, hello, you're supposed to put that on so we're not getting air in the gas tank. Ugh. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's definitely happened before. More than I care to admit. So anyway, I digress. I'm following the signs. I chose to wear this hoodie to the gym today because it was popping out to me. And I was like, I don't know why I'm feeling it's just a freaking hoodie. But okay, let me put it on. I am trusting the signs that come in and I'm like, let me move on this. Sometimes it's an introspection where it's like, okay, well, what does this mean? When you receive angel numbers or a feather or a cardinal, or for me, it's a phoenix too. The other day I was asking for alignment with something and I was like, show me a butterfly. And then later my niece had texted me something with a butterfly on it. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, received. Received. And what's the next steps? What are the aligned actions to take? It's not enough to just receive the sign and then ask for another damn sign. How many more signs do you receive? Where are you receiving signs and you're asking for more signs, or you're just sitting on it? And how much more is it going to take before you actually follow the aligned action? And you might not have clarity on what the aligned action is. So let me share with you what I do. I just ask, what do you want me to do? Where is it that you want me to go? Who is it that you want me to talk to? And most of the time, it doesn't fucking make any sense. It makes zero sense. It's like, oh, let me go to this coffee shop or go to the store. I hate going to this grocery store, by the way. But or even like, wear this hoodie. And I'm like, why? Or listen to this podcast episode. Or this morning, I wanted to do a meditation and I actually was like, I found myself opening my Podcast Addict app and going to one of the programs that I have that's actually around reprogramming the subconscious mind. Specifically, it was around, I was needing support around something that popped up around money, an unhelpful thought pattern. And I was like, oh, let me clear this. The audio that I chose had nothing to do with the situation at hand. But while I was listening to it and got that cleared, I found myself crying. I don't know where the tears came from. I wasn't sad. I was yawning. The tears were streaming down my face. I palpably felt the energy shift out of my solar plexus. I was like, well, we're good to go now. Like, what? Sometimes it won't make sense. And that's okay. Prove to yourself that you can build your intuition. This is how you build your intuition. You get the questions like, how do I build my spiritual abilities? Well, it's not by continuing to ask for more signs. Yes, meditation is super useful, and I love to journal. I love to give specific journaling prompts to my clients that are in alignment with what it is that they're going through or what it is that they're needing support with, in addition to the clearing and healing that we do together. And I love a good meditation, absolutely, and a hypnosis and clearing. And also, it's in the action. You build the confidence and the evidence through the action. You build your intuition and your spiritual abilities through the aligned action. Through actually doing it. So when the intuitive hit comes in, go do it. And build the evidence in which it actually worked out. That builds your confidence, which also continues to make you a clearer and clearer and clearer channel. There's a lot more we could go into around becoming a clearer channel, but I'll leave you with that. So there's the soul transmission for today. I feel like transmission complete, but tap into your intuition, trust yourself, trust the alignment, trust the steps that are coming through. Sending you so much love.